I got paid today, guys. Let's get into the payday routine. So, first things first, always check your bank account. I check my account that morning, like 6 in the morning. I'm trying to figure out if that money is where it should be, if it's the right amount. And if I got time, I'm also checking for my deductions, my taxes, yada, yada. It all needs to make sense. So, once I've cleared that, I'm going to go into Google Sheets because that's where I like to budget. I mean, you can use the app if you want. That's your thing. I'm not here to judge you, but I like a good old Excel spreadsheet slash Google Sheets. So I'm going to go through there and just look at my upcoming bills. Keep in mind, I've already created a budget. I always create a budget like a month in advance. So my pay period this time was already done like a month ago. Like I already had an idea. So that's like a forecast essentially. And then once I forecast on the actual day that I get paid, I go in and say, okay, does my, guesstimation, estimation match up with what's really happening now? So that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm going through what I know my upcoming bills are. I usually also plan out anything like birthdays, graduation parties, dinners out with my friends or whatever. Not down to the T because, I need flexibility for life to happen. But I try to get an idea of what those things would be and then what I want to spend for those things. So once I go over my like breakdown of expenses and bills, yada yada yada, the first thing I'm gonna do, first thing at this point, is move money to my savings account. People do this backward all the time, and yeah, you'll never move the dial forward for savings if you don't make it a point to save first. I think that's one of the key things that I learned when I really got into like budgeting and taking my finances seriously, more seriously. You don't want to spend everything and like go out and buy that thing you need for your trip and school supplies because it's July and we got school supplies and all the other things that happen. And then you like have $20 left back that you can save, and that's not that's not helping. So save first. Move your money, how whatever your process is, do that. At least that's what I do, and it's worked for me. So I would recommend it for you. Next up, I'm going to schedule bill payments for the next couple of weeks so that I don't forget, miss a bill, don't pay it on time, get a late fee, anything like that. So if it is a bill that I can schedule, I will go ahead and schedule. And it doesn't have to be for the same day if you don't want it to be. I usually just go ahead and schedule things for the next couple of weeks on their actual, well, the day before their actual due date. But that's just me. If you feel like you can't keep up with it, you want to do it all in one full swoop, by all means, whatever your process is. But I would say to schedule it if you can, because you're busy. If you're a mom like me, I got 1,000 things I got to keep track of. That's one less thing that I need to like worry about. I try to remember to go in and make sure the bill was actually paid and taken out and applied like it should be. And I encourage you to take that step too, but at the very least, get those bills scheduled. And then lastly, I will have money that I have set away for spending, like discretionary money, basically moved into another bucket in my bank account. My bank account has three buckets. So I have like two essentially like savings accounts and then a spending checking account. So out of that checking account, I keep what I can spend. So I don't have to think about it. I'm not like, oh, I need to, keep money back for that gas bill or whatever, or I need to save 200 of whatever's in the account for my savings. Savings is somewhere else. I put savings, that's in a whole nother bank, online bank, I should say, a high yield savings account at that. And then my spending money is in its own bucket. It has its own debit card, and then I can just spend however I decide at that point, with my discretionary money. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed. All right, ciao.